this one's going to pertain a little bit to St. Francis Xavier, but it might pertain, I think it's going to pertain more to Lent. So we are, 2 weeks into Lent right now? And we're starting to get to the point where if we've given up something that's hard, we might be struggling with that, okay? Or maybe we've already kind of fallen off the wagon of what we're going to do. And that's okay. If like you said, okay, I'm going to give up screens for Lent, or I'm going to give up video games, or I'm going to limit my video games to a half-hour a day, or whatever it is, and you blew it, start over. It's not like you got to go, oh, well, next Lent, I guess. No, just start over and just get back on there. And just be focused. I found that, and I read this earlier because I've been trying to do more fasting, and I stink at it. I mean, I really am terrible at it. But I was listening to somebody, and they said, have something really in mind of what you're fasting for. Like a person. If you're fasting for someone, keep that person in mind while you're doing it. So if you're doing this just to kind of become more holy, maybe you say, okay, I'm giving up screens, but I want to offer this up for my grandpa who's sick. I want to offer this up for my older sister who's away from the church, or whatever it happens to be. When you're doing that, and when you're tempted to do it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing it for this. This is really important. That has helped me tremendously. Because like I'm doing it for my kids. And I'm trying to pick like one day a week and do each of my kids like a Monday. And I'm trying to do it. I got 4 kids, so boom. Each Monday I'm doing it for that kid. And that has really helped a lot because I can put that kid in my mind and I can go, I'm doing this for them. And so when I feel hungry or when I'm going to do something, I just grab that water bottle and just drink it. And so that's really helpful. So use that as something to maybe help you out during Lent. But here's another thing that might be your issue. And so this is a reflection called sea turtles. So if you want to go to your journal and you want to write March 8th, and the reflection is on sea turtles. It's a really cool picture too. And I'm stealing this from Chris Stefanik. I modified it a little bit, but this came in an email I got from him last week. All right, so March 8th, 2023, sea turtles. I recently learned that only about 1 in 1,000 sea turtles live to adulthood. Of the many dangers they face, their first is distraction. Instead of being drawn to the light of the moon reflected on the water, which is what makes them go out to the water, they're disoriented by the lights of resorts and wander to their death. We face countless spiritual dangers, but among the first is, you guessed it, distraction. One of the reasons we give up things during Lent is to help us focus on the spiritual life. Sacrifice strategically. What's distracting you from what matters most? Screen time, the wrong friend, chemicals? Want to be that 1 in 1,000 want to be that 1 in 1,000 that lives to spiritual maturity and becomes saint, insert your name here? Maybe give that thing up for Lent and keep going.